We're back for round number 2 in our wall climbing competition. From left to right, Maymay Dabao, Paulo Bediones, Richard Bonin, and Tom Taos. Medyo nag-iba sila ng mga routes this time because what happens is paikot-ikot yung mga teams. So they may have climbed in one end one time. They're going to be climbing from somewhere else the second time around. So we'll find out. Just to let you guys know, hindi po pare-pareho ang hirap ng climb na to. So it's still anybody's game. Right now, Richard Bonin, just like in the first heat, nauuna. We'll see if he's able to maintain that. He's got a hefty lead. He rings the bell this time. He wins over Paulo Bediones. Paulo struggling a little bit in the second lane. Well, this time, sabi siguro ni Richard, he didn't want to lose out 2 straight times to Paulo. This was neck and neck for a while. Medyo nahirapan si Paulo dun sa paakyat. Slipping here was Richard Bonin, but he still finishes with a best time for this heat of 15.84 seconds. Ringing the bell. What does he think of this? He's number 1. Yes, he definitely is. Race number 2 in round number 2. Isabel Granada, Veronica Veron, Lawrence David, who won in his heat in the first round, and Rodel Santos, who would have won, but humawak po siya sa rope. This time, his lunge, he made sure. You could see the power in those legs. Ito po, makikita natin, Rodel Santos, who was disqualified, given a maximum time of 2 minutes. This time, look at that lunge. Sinigurado po niya yung kanyang foothold, and he got all the way up there. 11.08 seconds was his time, and this time, he's a winner. Race number 3, Joey Andres on the left, followed by Carlos Morales, Glenda Garcia, and Gio Marcelo. Well, once again, the guy to watch is Joey Andres, who won his heat earlier today. We'll see what happens this time. Kung mananalo ulit siya. We're focusing on Gio Marcelo right now. We don't know what's happening on the first wall. Yun, lamang na naman si Joey Andres. Seems like he's gonna finish first. He does. In second place, I think, will be Carlos Morales. But Joey Andres, that's Glenda Garcia finishing her route. But Joey Andres becomes our first 2-time winner here, winning both his heats. This time with a best time of 11.97. Let's look at his winning form. Yung leftmost lane, yun po yung sinasabi lang pinakamahirap sa lahat. But it seems like it's no problem for Joey Andres. He wins back-to-back. In race number 4, JC Castro, Gila Alvarez, Gracia, and Luigi Alvarez. That's from left to right once again. Here's Luigi Alvarez. He stumbles a little bit in the start. Lamang na lamang si JC Castro. He's way ahead. Followed by Gila Alvarez. From this shot, we can see, medyo nahirapan si JC Castro. He stumbled a little bit. Humahabol si Luigi Alvarez. He's gonna win this heat. Whoa, a little bit slippery for JC Castro. He had a big lead. Kaso lang naunahan siya ni Luigi Alvarez. There you can see it from this angle. It's perfect. Lamang na lamang si JC Castro. In second place was Gila Alvarez. But all of a sudden, there's the stumble. Hindi nakakyat si JC Castro, and Luigi Alvarez tuloy-tuloy lang all the way to the top with a best time of 16.18 seconds, and he wins this one. For race number 5, you have Johnson's Blue cheering on Lin Ching, who's about ready to climb the wall for her team. Boy at Ferro yung nasa kaliwa niya. There, stumbling was Matt Ranillo for the white, and for red was Maita Sanchez. Matt Ranillo stumbled a little bit. We're about ready to begin, pero tapos na po si Boy at Ferro. This is unfair. Lin Ching getting to the top. She rings the bell. She's done and over with her heat. Siyempre, natuwa naman yung mga supporters niya, no? She gets down, but this one, as I mentioned a while ago, is unfair. Boy at Ferro, 11.03 seconds. Next race, this guy, Nico Manalo, who won earlier from the Street Boys, is definitely favored once again, and he's in the lead. To his left, we have Romano Vasquez. To Romano's left is Philip Henson. And on the leftmost, we have Antoinette Taos. There we go. Kakatapos lang. That's a great shot. Nico Manalo, nanalo na naman po. 15.75 seconds. The rest is trying to finish their route. Especially, look at this. This is grim determination from Antoinette Taos. Her arms are about ready to give out. Alam mo yun, nakakapagod po ito. And look at those fingers just trying to grasp onto that. She wants to finish it. Yes, so much grim determination from this young girl. I don't know if she'll be able to. Nope. She says that's it. Nakakapagod po to, but it seems like it's just a walk in the park for Nico Manalo because Nico finishes with, as I mentioned, 15.75 seconds. No sweat. We're about ready to wind up our wall climbing competition. This is race number 7. From left to right, once again, Chinchin Gutierrez, Aramina, Charlie Fuentes, and Joseph Cruz. Chinchin Gutierrez, I mentioned in the first race, this girl is an experienced climber, and she's showing it. Yan po yung pinakamahirap na course, the leftmost, and she's going through it like water through different cracks and crevices. Parang walang problema to si Chinchin Gutierrez. In the replay, it seems like everybody starts out the same. Tapos, dito, pinapakita kung bakit experience talaga si Chinchin. Slowly but steadily and surely, grabbing the lead. Look at this, one lunge. She's gonna get one more foothold. Tapos, Chinchin Gutierrez, 19.36 seconds, stamping her class. Ang susunod na pong laban natin, Daisy Reyes, Jeffrey Santos, Devin Villarama, and Robert Allen. In the earlier race, natalo si Jeffrey Santos kay Devin Villarama in a major upset, and it seems like Devin's got the upper hand again. Yes, he's about ready to finish. Jeffrey stumbles, holds on to the rope. I think that's gonna give him an automatic 2 minutes. Well, medyo minamalas talaga si Jeffrey Santos dito. He was trying to lunge for it. He didn't make it kasi nakita niya, lamang na lamang si Devin, and he makes it 2 in a row, 12.45 seconds. Well, lynching saying, Daisy Reyes has it. Yep, girl, you do have it. They're having fun. We're all enjoying. This is race number 9. Maynard Marceliano, Spencer Reyes, and Roy Alvarez. This is the battle of the street boys. Kanina nanalo si Spencer Reyes. We'll see if he makes it 2 in a row. It seems like he will. Nagkamali po siya ng konti doon, but no problem. 13.66 seconds in second place is Maynard with 21.29 seconds, and taking up the rear, Roy Alvarez, 24.65 seconds. Great slow-mo shot here, yun. Medyo nagka-problema ng konti si Spencer, but eventually, no problems. Our final heat for the day, CJ Tolentino squaring off with Yuki Lanuza. We're going to see who's going to come out here on top. Changing handholds. We'll see. Nako, lamang si Yuki. He buzzers in first, ringing that bell. Blue is happy. They're pleased. They're in second place, though. Yuki Lanuza winning this one, 14.34 seconds, followed by CJ. Well, right now, our team standings after the second climb, first, second, third, and fourth. We have Splash Red, Johnson's Blue, Snacko Green, and Tide White. If you enjoyed this competition so much, stay tuned for next week, because next week we have even more. Another 2 rounds of climbing. Rudy Fernandez giving the report on who won. Anyway, Rudy, thanks so much for being here. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Hello friends, as we continue with the Star Olympics for 1998. And Anthony, this is another important team event, the eliminations of the obstacle course. Ano mga importanteng tandaan dito?
Okay, syempre they'll have to go through the obstacle itself, no? Mag-umpisa tayo, meron sila parang tinatawag na balance beam. After that, they'll be going over this small platform, which really isn't too much of an obstacle. Tapos tatakbo sila, lulusot sila dito sa isang hula hoop na to, na napakaliit, na of course, it's attached to the ground. And then, over this judo mat, pero at the same time, importante daw dito, when you go over the judo mat, kailangan nakahawa ka dito sa lubid. Pagkatapos nung naakyat ka dun sa stairs, jump down and tag your next teammate over down there.
And I understand, ang importante rito, yung iba tatakbo, pero importante rin yung mga maglalaro ng supporting role dito.
Okay, each obstacle, meron silang dinedesignate na team designated person to help assist. Kasi baka mahulog, tapos dito sa hula hoop, kailangan may humawak. So may mag-assist na isang assigned person ng team captain para sumabay dun sa teammate nila para sigurado naman na walang mangyari sa kanila.
Exactly, kasi ang rules mga unwritten rules is safety. Siyempre, mga artista natin, ayaw natin masaktan. Ang kombinasyon natin is blue against red. That's Johnson Isopropyl Alcohol Blue against the Splash Red team. At saka Snaku Green goes up against Tide White. Yan ang combination ng games natin. Let's take a look at the first heat of this obstacle course. Let's see if we're ready to go. Obstacle course, eliminate. Here we go. Whoop. And it looks like the guys have no problem.
At the same time, I think itong unang runner ng Red is one of the guys from the Street Boys. Kaya talaga alam natin maliksi itong batang to eh.
Chinchin Gutierrez has proven to be quite an athlete so far in the Star Olympics, and she's leading against the blue squad. Jeffrey Santos is next. Jeffrey through the hoop. Whoop! Whoop! Muting sumabit si Maricel Morales sa kabilang side. Naabutan bigla si Jeffrey. Jeffrey's over the platform, and they're dead even. Buti na lang mas mabilis si Jeffrey. It's now Jackie Casillero.
Pero alam mo, kailangan intindihin ng mga tao dito, may mga penalties yan, Sev. So, a while ago, I saw Jeffrey Santos touch the mat when he tried to go over. So may penalty yun, dagdag sa oras yun.
Ilona Jean ang nasa kabila sa blue squad. Topmost part of your screen. Jackie Casillero over the steps.
Well, Ilona Jean having a little bit of difficulty. But of course, Jackie Castillejo now tagging. Nauna na kaagad yung red.
Si Roy Alvarez. Roy Alvarez through the hoop. Tries to get to the string. Gets it over it safely. They want him to do it again. Oh, Roy Alvarez going up and down. Manages to get it across.
Talaga sanay sa action tong bata to.
Yes. In the meantime, Eileen Daviles on the other side has a problem with the rope.
Finally, she gets over.
This time it's Sylvia Sanchez. Sylvia, as determined as always. Sylvia, let's see if she can get it. Yes, no problem.
Okay, so akit siya ng hagdanan ngayon. She's going down. Now it's time to sprint back. Remember, 12 players per team, but only 6 will actually run because the other 6 will be assisting.
In the meantime, Anjanette Abayari to the hoop. Daisy Reyes back to where she started from. Anjanette Abayari is ahead on the other side. Ayun, nakapasok na si AJ while the guys continue to attack. Red team is in front. The Red Squad is in the finals! Yes!
With an exclamation point, Sev. Terrific exclamation point by the red team there. Isa na naman sa mga Street Boys, if I'm not mistaken. And that guy, what a fantastic finish dito sa kanilang obstacle course. 2 beses pa tumalon sa ere. An exclamation point for Nico Manalo.
And let's take a look at the Red Squad. Look at the way he's going to finish. Ayun yung ganda ng stop niya dun sa rope, Anthony.
Because remember, pag tumama ka dun sa mat, dagdag yung oras mo. He jumps over those steps as if it wasn't there.
And look at this.
Sprint,
Look at this. He does his best Bea Lucero here. 1, 2, 3. Yung pala nakalimutan mag-cross. Ay, nga pala, I have to finish.
It doesn't matter, Sir. It doesn't matter. As long as makatapos sila, mauna sila dito sa kalaban lang kanina na blue, they're in the finals.
So we are now going to do Snaku Green against Tide White. Okay, let's see how this goes. The green team on your picture, they will have Vina Morales, Megan Aguilar, Maymay Dabao, Red Sternberg, Chris Cruz, and Luigi Alvarez. The white squad will have Ronnie Quezon, Devin Villarama, Bong Navarro, Antoinette Taos, Isabel Garcia, and Gracia.
Alam mo, Sev, dito para sa akin, you have to have controlled aggression kasi, you have to do it as fast as you can, but properly.
Ronnie Quezon managing to get over the platform. The high steps flying. And here go the women. Antoinette Taos is slightly ahead. She's going for the rope now. Antoinette over. She's slightly ahead. The girl in green has a problem with the rope. And Devin Villarama is on the move for the white squad.
And he just tears through that hula hoop.
And there's Devin Villarama. And the white squad is ahead by 1 man or 1 woman, whatever way you put it. It's Isabel Granada now on your screens. There's Isabel on your picture.
And the rope is not cooperating.
Of course, you know what they should do? Is they should just go grab the rope, get back behind the mat, and start going over.
Yes. And meanwhile, we have Maribeth Bichara on the other end.
See, just go over there, get the rope.
Maribeth has a problem. Finally, she gets over it in style. We've got a race going here.
As Green has made up some ground.
Yes, Vino Morales of the Green squad. Vino is ahead. Look at Vino Morales go. And Maymay Davao is touched.
Well, we all know Maymay is, you know, a good friend and of course a very good athlete. This girl can really run. She can go to that obstacle. Look at her. As if it wasn't there.
Yes, they were behind earlier. But now they manage. Russia has problems. And it looks like the Green squad will get over it safely.
Here's a sprint to the finish line. Snuckle Green gets it. It looks like Snuckle Green has got it. This is practically a photo finish. We'll have to wait for the officials to give us the final word though.
Beth Tamayo there. Let's see here. Ayun si Gracia medyo nagka-problema doon, but
This is the second to the last round,
yes,
Seb.
that's exactly right.
Because nahirapan si Gracia dun sa taas.
Oh, yun, yes.
Nakahabol yung Snuckle Green. And this is it, Seb. The sprint. Whoever is faster.
Una yung lalaki. Yes, I think so.
In the Star Olympics, friends, we have what are known as the Fun Games. For this edition, 1998, 4 of them are scheduled, 2 for this opening day. But you can count on it that the Stars do not actually consider it as Fun Games. They take these very, very seriously. And the first one on top is the fun game known as the Trolley,
Okay,
Anthony.
ang gagawin natin, we're gonna do 2 fun games immediately, one after the other. So there will be 2 stages.
Okay.
So unahin muna natin yung Trolley. What they'll do is, they'll get on this thing that looks like what you see on, you know, on ships, on galleys.
Okay.
So they'll get on that, and then they're gonna go to stage 2. Pagdating na sa stage 2, yung tinatawag nilang block and board traverse, they will have to make, yan, nakikita natin, the players will go on top of that. All 12 players in each team, all four teams, will be starting at the same time. Now, pagdating na sa stage 2, gagawin nila yung block and board traverse. Dito gagawa sila ng parang bridge. All 12 people will have to cross from one starting point to the next starting point. Once everybody has crossed, panalo na sila.
Okay, so 2 games in 1 ito lumalabas. So may points din ito mga kaibigan, like yung Trolley, the fun games 30, 20, 10, 5. Ang ibig sabihin niya, first place 30, second 20, third is 10, and the last one picks up 5 points. We're just about ready to get going here. Anthony, an interesting race. Here we go.
Okay, ito na yung Trolley na sinasabi. This is what we've been talking about. You need coordination because everybody has to be on the same page. Tama, ang mangyayari dito, Seb, one guy is out of sync, the whole thing will collapse. Ito na yung mga rubber shoes na sinasabi mo, Seb.
Ayan,
Sari-saring kulay, sari-saring mga brands.
And the blue team tried to get the rhythm going. Walang tempo. Yung white seems to be doing so much better job. The green seems to be back in sync. White, sila Toffee Calma ito. Antoinette Taos, nalaglag, Pagka may nalaglag, hinihinto ng opisyal, ano?
Hinihinto, and then they set everybody up, and then nag-umpisa sila ulit. Alam mo, ang importante rito, you get into a rhythm. Once you get into a rhythm, napakadali nito. Tinan mo nangyayari dito sa Snuckle Green. They got their rhythm, and they're moving to the beat of their coach, Mandy Ochoa.
Yes, and Glenda Garcia is over there giving the count. Parang tag-of-war yan. Pull, pull, pull in one direction.
Ito naman, left, right, left, right, left, right.
This is a nice event.
As
Green
they
has a
say,
slight edge. They have lost their footing.
sabi ko nga sa iyo kanina, Seb, you don't have to be as athletically gifted. Ang importante dito, pwede kang makisama and you work as a team.
Hinihinto, pag hininto, may given amount of time before you can start again. The red team seems to be moving just slightly ahead. As you can see on your screens, Princess Punsalan and the rest of the blue squad, Daisy Reyes,
You know, another thing here, Seb, kailangan makontrol mo yung emotions mo eh. Kasi nakikita mo, medyo lumalamang ka, nakikita mo, medyo nahuhuli ka. Ngayon, Red has already crossed the first part. Now, I think they're supposed to go on unless they're given points already for this, and then they'll rest, they'll wait for everybody else to finish. And then
Baka yun ang gawin nila para purposes of simplicity. Now, as far as this game, the trolley is concerned, it's been taken by the Splash Red squad. Second ang blue. Antonin, in preparation for this, grabe yung strategy na pinag-uusapan ng iba't ibang team. We'll have 12 members for each of the squads.
Yes, and at the same time, we mentioned each team will have to be able to get their entire 12 members across from point A to point B. Napaka-importante yun. Ngayon, they have 3 long blocks and they have 5 small blocks. So now they will have to decide what blocks to use, when, and where.
And here we go. On your screens is the Splash Red squad. Ayun, ganun pala yung game na to. So team building talaga, ano ha? Oh, may nalaglag. May penalties, ano? 10 seconds. Kaya kailangan huwag mo ilalaglag eh, no?
Siyempre, kailangan. May mga teammates ka rin na magaling mag-balance.
Here we go. The blue squad just slightly ahead, but the red squad is also doing an excellent job. Splash Red slightly ahead, as you can see on your screens. But
Walang ginagawa, iba-ibang strategy yan, Seven. No? Nakikita natin yung red, they're trying to build already the foundation as far as possible. Yung mga maliliksi nila, pinapalayo na nila, para yung mga iba, tatawid na lang.
And that is exactly what is happening as we take a look at the red squad earlier. And now the blue squad, may mukhang may problema because this block is a hard-headed one. Yun. Konting advance, but the red squad is ahead. Konti na lang. Ang trick, Anthony, sabi mo nga, everybody must get across.
And now, naubusan na sila ng long board. So what they're trying to do, I'm talking about the blue team,
But the blue squad, oh yes, you're right.
papatawirin na nila lahat, and then they will have to use this initial board that they used, yung pinakamahaba sa lahat.
And there's a problem here. Oh, atras ulit sila Princess
Lahat
Gonzalan.
sila nagkakaproblema. You know, sinasabi nga nila eh, 1 step backward is 2 steps forward. So, you know, that's exactly what they're trying to do. They realize they made some mistakes.
Sila Jeffrey Santos naman sa kabila. There seem to be, the green squad which is on your screens seems to be getting something going here. Ito yung blue squad. The green squad is slightly ahead though. But as to whether they can get everybody across, that's the giant issue here.
Alam mo, Seb, walang problema to get everybody on the board and to get as far as possible. Nagkakaproblema sila ngayon pag naubusan sila ng mahahabang mga planks. Now they have to wonder, how will they get everybody across and then get that initial plank all the way up in front?
Exactly. So, intense ang strategy rin na involved, ano?
This takes a lot of brains as well as a lot of brawn.
Pinaghalong geometry, Rubik's Cube, sama-sama na.
This is one event I'm glad I did. You know, I don't have to do because, you know, if you make me join something like this, maloloko ka talaga eh.
Hindi pwede mainitin ang ulo rito. Hindi pwede. Blue squad, Robin De Rosa is shouting instructions. They want to compress the blue squad. The red squad is in a quandary. Hindi nila alam anong gagawin nila. The blue squad seems to be okay. They're getting everybody closer to the finish line. But it's going to be a close one.
Ang problema, as we were saying a while ago, they now have everybody on the plank. Who's going to be able to get
Yung
across?
blue is doing a good job, Anthony. Ups, sandali. Pinatison. Somebody, one step back. Yung sila Daisy Reyes, Cherry Pie, Picache. It looks like the blue squad has a good edge here.
Yes, and what they did was very, very ingenious. Hindi na nila inantay umabot dun sa ganong kalayo. What they wanted to do is they just made sure they get everybody across. And I believe the blue is done.
But do they have to get the boards across? I don't think so.
Well, apparently they're sending some of their members back, so maybe they do have to.
Okay na, hindi na. Tina, they gave the victory to the blue squad. So 30 points for the blue squad here.
And look at the green. The Snaku green is stranded.
Yung Snaku Green, sila Glidel Mercado, para sila nasa gitna ng island, hindi nila malaman kung ano mangyayari sa buhay nila.
Well, they're in the middle. They don't know what they should be doing. Well, people are now starting to sprint home, jump home.
And you can imagine the panic in the Titanic when it happened, Anthony. And this is exactly what they're going through. Pero ang maganda nito, the group that does this, they do this for corporations para sa team building. And I'm sure this will help immensely as we go into the ball games later on. So the winner here is Johnson's Isopropyl Alcohol Blue. It looks like the red squad picked up second. So it's safe to assume that it looks like Splash Red has the slight edge in the team standing so far with a total of 50 points. We'll wait for the official word. They're enjoying the moment.